What's up, Trekkies? Hi, it's 11 o'clock. Technically, it's the second time I'm recording this because they put out whatever. My computer was not doing stuff, and now a lot of stuff. Anyways, getting on to the Risa stuff, because that's what today is all about, obviously, because the title says so. Hi, didn't think this went through. Yes, there will be a ship, obviously. Cute thing, if you haven't done the Risa thing before, it'll be resting in the ocean off the coast. Just so you can see it, whatever. We will talk about that ship in a little bit while I chill out, like calm down. Like, I wasn't excited. I mean, I'll get into that one in just a second. So, Risa's coming back. Summer event's gonna last a long time. I mean, the ship is gonna take 20 days to begin with, and then you have a chance to get other than that. Thing about the ship, you do not need to do it on multiple characters, per se. You do not need to do flying high multiple times a day, because some of y'all's got of alts. You guys want to call them other tunes, but I seriously cannot say the word tune without sounding sarcastic. Childish in my own head, that is. Anyways, so they're alternative characters. They're alts. So you just do it on one, whatever character, most likely your main, your favorite character, and then once you get done with it and you get the ship on the other one, you do the daily flying high once. You can spend all of like one day going through your long list of alts, doing flying high, and then you can do their reputation thing, turn it in for one, and then boom, there you go. It's on a significant discount. I did it before on all my characters. Like, all my characters have the Risa ships that have that thing, because it's basically free. Anyways, so back to the actual like event. There's dancing, and the trick to what I do with dancing is when the dance party happens, is you go down to your emotes, or you go down to the little thing that allows you to open up the emote menu. You go to emotes, and then it'll pan out to the side, and then you click the little pin, thumbtack thing, and that will lock it onto your screen, and you can move that and then make it bigger and scroll down to where all the dance styles are on your screen, so you can just click back and forth in between them while you're just sitting there on the dance floor. You don't have to like open emotes and then find the dance thing. It's new people that don't know how to use your emotes much, that's a good way to do it. I know some people have a macro. I don't know about keybinds. I don't know. That's what I do. It's easy. And then when I'm done with the dance party, I just click the pin and it'll unpin it, and then it'll go away and I can go do my stuff. Horgon hunts is easy. You just use your floater, which is flying. Space is up, and then I think you can just angle down, or maybe X, but space, like jumping, is to go up. You'll sink pretty fast regardless, so you don't need to worry about flying down. You'll get the gist of it when you do your daily, and then during Horgon hunts, you'll see like people moving in between all the various ones. There is technically a path that you could do to get all of them, or as many as you can during the Horgon hunt, but they just give you the small little currency favor, not the prize vouchers. What else is there? Oh, there's caracals, which are effectively cats. And then there's birds, which you can breed to like you can get a tiny little parrot. It's parrot, basically. And then you get like flowy parrots, but you breed them with duty officer missions. If you find an egg during a Horgon hunt, then you turn it into that person. If you get tags from the powerboard racing, tags? Whatever, like you do with the winter epos, but this one you do for like monkeys. Yeah, it's the Risian Solarian caracal. Is a small animal native to the planet Risa, closely related to the Lunarian caracal. They are diurnal creatures and with an even temperament. Different colors of caracals are available from the Summer Risa store and the Lobi store. So there's that. Floaters are your little things that make you fly. You can get a rental one every day, 10 energy credits. This thing does not expire at the end of the event, so if you plan on playing multiple years, it might be beneficial to say buy a really cheap one and then like save up and get one of the really, really good ones near the end of the event. So you can have it for next year and not have to do any of this stuff. Power boards, again, you can save them. There was the Back to the Future free one that they gave out for a while. It's no longer available. So there's that, but that's how you get around on the water. And I think it's faster. You have to go like around the island, but it's faster. Sandcastles, there's an accolade for making all 27 different kinds, because there's 3 steps with 3 options, and so that's 3 cubed, so that's 27 different options. And when you finish that achievement, when you finish that accolade, you get the reward, and then you can do thing to make monuments. It's just an artistic thing. It doesn't actually do much different. But the Sandcastle event is not necessarily something that you need to participate in, because in the 5 currency that you get from it, or 10 or 15, during the event you get 2 extra. Literally, I'm not joking, you get 2 or 3 extra, I'm not sure. It is not. Just, you know, if you want to get as many of the little favor things as possible, go ahead, just do it once, but don't need to wait for the time. The dance party, you can get shit tons, because it's like, do a little dance, do it like once, get like 2, do 3 more, get 5, do 10 more, get 40 or whatever. You get like a whole crap ton. If you do all of them, like, you can do it if you miss like the first 2 dances, but you have to be there the entire time pretty much to get all of them. But if you do all of it, you can get like 80 of those things, I think, in like a dance contest. There are, but the floaters and the power boards have to be on your devices. Cocktails are just drinks, like we have with Sari and Brandy and stuff. However, you can tribble them. Tribbles will eat them and you get a Rysian tribble. Not sure exactly what it does. Vintage attire, there's swimwear, off-duty stuff. You get shorts, bikinis, shirtless, Hawaiian shirts, necklaces, sunglasses, all that jazz. But there's TOS-inspired ones this year, so that will work. There are duty officer, like actual duty officers that are near the end. Like there's the main building where there's like a Dabo table, and it's technically what the hotel is. Can't go any more than the ground floor, but there's like a bank and an exchange and a Dabo table and stuff in there. And then around, do this so I can get this right, around this side of the island, around the right, counterclockwise, there's more buildings. And that's where like the power board vendor is, and the monkey and the caracal and the bird people are. And then at the far end of that, there's like a duty officer store. Now they have 2 levels. They have blue and purple of the same duty officers, and they cost the Lohlunat favors. Lohlunat, whatever. They have stuff that affects ground ability. For instance, the science one is a geologist, and it allows the fire to spit magma bolts. Really cool, I think. Anyways, they also have other kit modules that allow like seismic disruption, which I use. It's really cool. I use it in place of gravimetric, but and they got new ones this year too. I'll go into that one in just a second. They have ones that are kind of special and funky. Basically with science, it's a localized earthquake. I'm not sure what the other 2 do. Oh no, the engineering one from last time is a hurricane generator. So if you were, I mean, they're cute, they're cool, and what it does is it kind of obscures their sight and they slow down. I don't know if they take probably a modicum of damage from like electrical because of the storm, but it's mainly to slow people down. It's actually really cool. I've seen some people use it. It's fun. This year, Risa continues the trend of repurposing Vorgon technology, hint on the ship, with the introduction of the new kit module for each career. Mechanic module, Molten Terrain. This is for engineering, it's a mechanic kit, but so it'll fit in a universal. Molten Terrain allows engineering captains to call for a concentrated blast from their orbiting starship. So it's like orbital strike, but it's a kit. So you can have 2 of them. And then the blast does heavy damage to foes in an area and leaves the ground scorched, causing fire damage to enemies who linger within the molten terrain. So I think you can get a duty officer that leaves a patch of fire behind on your orbital strike, but this one is, I'm not sure. This one might look pretty. This one might look like fire rather than phaser, disruptor, or plasma, depending on your race, your faction choice. Research kit module for science, so it's not medical, it's sciencey. Sonic disruption. As I said last time, there was the seismic concentration field. It's a focused earthquake. This one is a sonic disruption. Science captains can release a concentrated burst of ultrasonic waves from their tricorder, which emanates in a cone. So it's like tachyon field, but enemies caught within the wave suffer physical damage as they are thrown back and slowed. Additionally, targets close to the user are stunned from the impact. If you like to roleplay the mutant banshee, this could work pretty well. I'm not sure. Assault kit modules, corrosive grenade. Tactical captains can throw a grenade filled with highly corrosive substance at their enemies. Targets who are hit are coated with the substance, which causes toxic damage over time and reduces their damage output. So that's cool. There's a lot of other stuff, and once the event starts up, I will probably talk about this. Plus, I will talk about the actual stats of the ship. I'm still refreshing because I'm wondering, are you guys going to put out the stats of the ship? And they might not be today. It might be tomorrow. But I will probably go over the stats of the ship next week. And then any lingering questions about Risa you guys have in the comments below. So the ship is Vorgon Xiphius Heavy Escort. I'm not sure I pronounced that right. It's Xyfius. Zephius, whatever, I don't know. But it requires 1,000 Lo'ulunat prize voucher. Now, from what I remember before, there was a way to get like 400 and then you do like 20 more days or something like that. And you get like 40. So you get 20 more days worth of that. I think that's what the significant discount is. It'll reduce it to 400. So you do that intro quest and then you can get your ship on your alts. I think that's how this one goes. But like I said, you have to do it one day. You don't need to do this thing for 20 days on 20 characters. You need to do it 20 days on one character and then spend one day doing it on 19 characters. I know some of you don't have that many alts, but that's the concept of like, why would you want to spend that much time when it's just, anyways. So it has no stats as it says, but it's a heavy escort. So think of it much like the heavy escort carrier or heavy escort stuff from other ships. I don't know. I don't have escorts. So it probably has a similar bridge officer setup and stuff. It is tier 6. So there's a heavy escort carrier and then this is just a regular heavy escort. So it'll be beneficial. I'm still a little ticked because technically this is 4 ships from Risa and nothing even close to a science vessel. Because we've had the Rysian escort, the Corvette, which was cool, and then they mixed it up with the cruiser, and I like that for the Flustered Paradise, and then I thought, wow, a Rysian science vessel or something like that. Nope, they switched it over to Ferengi and gave us a warship, and then gave us a 2-piece with the Marauder, the Decora, and then now I've been like, science vessel, Ferengi science vessels? Nope. Heavy escort from the Vorgons. And I'm like, I swear to God the Vorgons were a science race because they're time traveling looking for whatever. No luck this year. The only thing close to a science vessel we've had at holidays is the carrier from the Breen. Because it was escort, then a full-blown carrier, the Sarnthelm carrier, cruiser, then the carrier. I think it's Sarnthelm? Whatever. But it was the escort, the cruiser, the carrier, and then the dreadnought. So that's the 4 from the Breen. So our holidays haven't had an effective science vessel. We've gotten science vessels from other events, Krenum event, a couple other ones, but we haven't got one from the holiday event, and that's what's kind of ticking me off. But anyways, back to this thing. The console provides 2 harasser probes. I'm guessing maybe a 2-minute cooldown. Consoles usually are. What it does is it spits out you deploy 2 little things, and then they fly at an enemy, and they're harasser probes. They attack the target with chronoton mines, tractor beams, and Tetron beam arrays at very close range, so probably like 0 to 3 kilometers. The console provides a passive boost for crit damage and Tetron directed energy weapons. So if you're interested, look up the Tarantula builds from the Nukara set, because I know there's a Nukara Tholian set that does bonus to Tetron damage. There's also one of the sets that has whatever. There's a decent Tetron build out there for your starships. So, and then you can have like refracting Tetrion from Nukara, and everything's good to go. I can talk about that more next week if you all are interested in the Tetrion. The trait, again, heavy escort, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the mastery is harasser mines. So apparently the Vorgons like to harass people. Oh, moving on. What it does is for scatter volley and fire at will, so it goes in line with supremacy. I think it's supremacy. My fleet leader was talking about it. Anyways, so what this does is your directed energy weapons will trigger a chronoton mine, which will appear 1.5 kilometers away from the initial target. This is not everything because it hits for 20, this can occur once every 20 seconds. What it is the first things that are hit by scatter volley and fire at will get little mines put next to them. This does not say it has a target limit. So if you got like a gravity well in front of you with like a bajillion ships in it, because someone decided to make Tholians have a living nightmare, and so you've got a bunch of little ships in there, you beam fire at will, and then and you basically look like you're trying to make a Tholian net around them, then you're gonna put a little mine a chronoton mine around them, which is great for like a gravity well, because then those mines explode and then all those ships takes damage. That could be kind of dangerous now that I think about that. Or scatter volley. I don't usually use cannon scatter volley when I have cannons on a ship. I like rapid fire better. I'm a lot of single target stuff. Anyways, but that's that. So again, let us refresh, see if I got stats and I need to re-record this. Nope, still summer events. There will be links below. Again, if you are interested in how to go about a Tetrion build, I will see that in the comments, and sometime this weekend look one up with all the various stuff on my ships. I will chat with you guys next week for stats on the ship, and again, any Tetrion things or any other questions you have about Risa. Make sure you go to the second map, the event map, not the Rysian map. I call that one the RP map. I've been in there once because I beamed down to the wrong one, and I just was like, oh! Had to go to the bathroom. I will catch you guys next week. Bye.